Nailed it.
Good morning from Greenie. Brett and I just bought our first real baguette from a patisserie instead of some little grocery store.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's so good.
We said we'd stop eating sandwiches and bread since we got gas, but we can't. We're addicted.
It's basically the exact same. It's a butter sandwich.
Health authorities, thank you for your cooperation.
We never thought in our wildest dreams that we'd get to be those guys. To be lucky enough to quit our jobs to travel and pursue our passions. But a phrase from one of our favorite books is Maktub, which in Arabic means it is written, as in there's a story written for all of us, inside of us. We are two friends on a mission to discover our stories, our personal legends. This is the Maktub Project. We're saying goodbye to United Kingdom. So we're gonna hop a ferry, get to see the White Cliffs of Dover on our way, and other than that, on the other side, we don't really have much of a plan. Find camp for the night, and hopefully the wave hunt begins the following day.
I don't care. I just need you here. I wish I could take your eyes with me, show you all the things I've seen. My favorite Mexican bar, open air and big bright stars. Wish I could take your eyes so blue. My second favorite part of you, probably looking at some other man. Southern gentlemen steal your hand, but I'll stand up and I'll keep the mouth shut.
We're in France!
We're friends.
Can you go outside, please, sir?
Sure.
Take your jacket, it's freezing.
We're over here on a surf trip. We're on our way down to Portugal. Yeah, there's a lot of good spots.
That's all. Hey, what are you guys carrying? Cheese puffs, shrimp chips,
Prawn cocktail.
barbecue.
Hello.
Can you open the book?
Yeah. Luckily, it was just a routine border search, and they decided not to take our chips. After a long day of travel, we were eager to find camp for the night and excited for the day ahead.
Oh. Look at that roll.
Dude, that is a beautiful roll. So what, are we just going to drive the 940 all day? Get out to Brittany?
Yeah, it looks like it.
You know what I mean?
So, hop behind.
It's our first morning in a new country, which means it's time for a run.
Oh, until I hear you calling home. La da 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 da
We're in Brittany. We chasing a swell as per usual. Some waves are showing up tomorrow and they'll be here for a couple days. And we're just in this crazy little spot here, surrounded by water. It's really neat. So we're just gonna explore for the day. Go find a little spot to camp, chill out, wait for the waves tomorrow.
You'll be sitting on the street with a black and white, it's better than me. Take that love that I've earned, hold it close in my arms, keep your pain when it's closing, don't cry too hard.
We're on the west coast of Brittany. We're waiting for waves. I'm just chilling out, reading and writing and drinking a tea. Brett's gone off for a little jog. And yeah, we just been driving for the last couple days. I'm feeling a bit beat down. We've put in some long hours. Yesterday I think we drove for like 6 or 8 hours. I don't know. We drove all day. Today we drove for 3 or 4 hours. So yeah, I'm just listening to my body and keeping it chill.
Check this spot out.
Oh my gosh, I just woke up from a nap. It was so good. Brett's still at running. Chocolate.
Yeah, last night I had my first, I didn't even have a chance to, I don't even know where it came from. It just popped into my brain, you know, where a thought, like, totally unfiltered. I feel like nothing really spawned it. I was laying in bed and I was like, had my first moment of like, work, whoa, making money, how am I gonna do it when I get home? What am I gonna do for a living? And yeah, I don't think it really kept me up too long, but it was just one of those crazy moments where I was like, oh man, picturing myself back home, back into my place, moved in when all the kind of nuances of ending your trip, where all your things are kind of dialed and you're ready to pick up where you left off. And that moment of like, okay, now what? And that's kind of the moment I was stuck on. It was just a crazy state of mind. Yeah.
It was an insecure feeling?
A little bit, I guess. Like, yeah, a little bit. I think
Or
it's...
was it exciting? Like, was it holy cow?
It was a little bit of holy cow. What it was is I was fixated. I think insecure is probably the right word, because I was fixated on that moment of being like, putting myself out there, whether it was applying for something or, you know, meeting with a realtor or messaging somebody who maybe has something that I want, whether that be a job or an opportunity or something like that.
Yeah.
Just being in that state where you're having to sell yourself on someone.
Yep.
And it doesn't necessarily mean applying for a job. That can be starting a business, all that. But just thinking of that insecurity was crazy last night. I don't know, has that happened to you at all recently since our last chat?
yes and no. I mean, so far it's been pretty cool that you and I both have had job offers already since being on this trip. And I think that will continue as long as we're showing our authentic selves, you know. That's all I can really think. I can't think the opposite will happen. But from the beginning of this trip, I've always thought that as long as we are being true to ourselves and following our passions and what makes us truly happy, feeds our souls, good will come out of it.
Totally.
And I think you're aligned on that.
Yeah, I think that's like been a big thing about this trip. You know, I'm sure you got a lot of the same questions when you first told people that you were quitting. It seems like in our culture, the first question you always get is like, what are you going to do? Which highlights kind of the fear and how so many of us, myself included, when you think about quitting your job, it's almost like we tell ourselves a story that we have to have the next thing lined up before we do it.
Yeah.
And when I broke through that fear of not having that lined up, that's when really what you're talking about, creating that space for you to really rethink how you're going to make money and live your life. And I agree, this trip is good for many reasons, obviously, but I think one of them is that it's almost forcing us for 6 months. We were back home and we said, okay, we're going to take 6 months off from work. It'd be a lot harder, I think, to, you know, you get offers and things, opportunities land on your plate, but almost being forced, being away from your life back home, to really be able to rethink your strategy on how you're going to do it is a good thing. But that does mean it'll come with some moments like I had last night.
Yeah, it will for sure. Those will keep coming, but I think those moments will push us to have these conversations and actually formulate plans of how to generate streams of income.
The surf forecast called for great waves in the morning, so we had a big meal and went to bed early, excited for our first surf in France.
Well, casual night for me and Brettski's. The norm.
Yeah.
Always cash. Brett's doing a little editing. I'm doing a little cooking. We're having Spanish rice tonight. Where's all my stuff? It's right there. Ooh, baby.
Not sandwiches.
Not sandwiches. We're off the sandwiches.
Yeah, hot food.
We have matured. We've evolved. We're getting there.
I miss sandwiches.
I miss sandwiches too. Oh, guess what? Brett's working out. If you hadn't noticed, Brett is hyperactive. Yesterday I had a nap, he ran. Today I'm scrolling Instagram and Brett's working out. Yin and yang. Go!
I think we're in Spain.
I think we're in Spain.
On the next episode, we spend a few more days in the south of France before crossing the border into Spain, a little earlier than expected.